When I meet you next time in the elevator, you schmuck over there. Next time I meet you in the elevator and ask me, how you doing today? Do me a favor. Tell me, thank God it's another beautiful day. Thank God I'm here with my boots back at the job site.
So I noticed your slogan is cooling New York City with a smile. Are you trying to be Gary Vee over here? Are you trying to be a motivational speaker? Tell me about that.
Your question was, why cooling New York City with a smile? Because I'm trying to balance it out. And whenever I go into job sites, people are complaining. You go into the freight elevator in the morning, you show up 6 a.m. at the job site, you go in and you ask the guy next to you, hey, how you doing today? He's usually going to answer you, another effing day. That's what he's usually going to answer you. That's a standard answer in construction. I'm like, why? It's another great day. You know, we're in construction. We're actually building stuff. You want to sit behind a computer every day? I asked him that question. You know, I use my mouth. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to shut up, you know, so I talk, right? And when somebody tells me that, I tell him, really? You want to take Joe's job? And he says, what does Joe do? So I say, Joe is the guy that sits behind a computer 8 hours a day. He's a CPA. You want to take his job, or you're happy to come to the job site? And there's like, oh, no, hell no. I cannot sit in front of a computer for 8 hours a day. So be happy with what you're doing. Something happened in the construction industry that, even though I think actually really construction workers are pretty happy people, but they don't have that knowledge or understanding that you should be talking about how happy you are. You should speak it out, you know? And since they start not speaking it out, and it became cool to criticize how bad it is to work in this project, it's starting to affect people with the time, and people are actually starting to get depressed when they actually love what they're doing. They don't want to do anything else. Most people in construction want to do construction, but for some reason it became cool to complain about it. And I'm trying to say, no, we're cooling New York City with a smile. Let's smile. I love it. Listen, my father's a CPA, okay? And he loves what he's doing. Actually, your mom's a CPA too, isn't she? That's funny. So most CPAs, your mom not, but most CPAs, that's what they do. You know, they sit in front of the computer. They don't want to hear many jokes. They're busy with the numbers, and that's what makes them happy, right? Now, if you tell me you'll make the same money you're making in construction, okay, and go do it as a CPA, you know, I don't want to pick up any kind of finger, but you know exactly what finger I'm going to pick up. And I'm going to say, no way, I'm not doing that, you know? I'm not doing that. I want to be in construction. I want to build stuff. I want to come one day and see a building with no AC, set up a plan with my project managers, with my super, with my team, right? Come back a month later and boom, you know, there's an AC installed. There's something very powerful about actually doing physical stuff, physical action, about coming back. You put together a plan and you build it, you do it, you plan it, you know? It's very, very powerful. That's why for a very short while in my life, I was in, I don't know exactly how to, I was doing deals. I was a broker for a very short period of my time, 3 years. And one way you'll say that's the time I was driving the nicest car, I was wearing the nicest suits, I was drinking the most expensive whiskeys.
Very important.
But the whiskey is important. but I would say that was my least exciting time of my life. And some people would see it from the side and say, why do you want to do that all day? Why do you want to deal with construction? I go to job sites every single day and get my boots dirty. You know, every day I dust off my pants from my jeans from the job site every day. But I love it. It's real. I feel like I'm alive. I feel like I'm living. And most construction workers feel the same. Just admit it. You enjoy what you're doing. So come to work and smile. When I meet you next time in the elevator, you schmuck over there. Next time I meet you in the elevator and ask me, how you doing today? Do me a favor. Tell me, thank God it's another beautiful day. Thank God I'm here with my boots back at the job site. Now, I would say, and you guys could test me out there, 90% of all your employees will say that. And why is that? Because these things have a domino effect. If you are happy with what you do, if the boss is happy with what he does, if he is proud of what he does, if he smiles, right? Automatically, most of his employees will adapt that too. If you come to the job site grumpy and you're complaining and you're saying, this is the worst job site I was ever on, it's going to infect your employees too. It will infect your proactivity as well of your manpower.